happen in my fatherland.
Still a good morning. I'm just enjoying Kunle and Amechi giving us perspectives. There's always drama in the National Assembly when issues of budget or money comes up. And it is not funny anymore. This glaring display of what the government has been used to by the Minister of Finance is shameful. These are the characters, due apologies, these are the characters that go write the president's budget speech and you have so many errors in them, calling a 10th National Assembly, 11th National Assembly, and you have 49 trillion, you call it 47 trillion. I think Wale Edun need to be cautioned. He need to sit down to know that he's occupying a public office. If he's well fed and he knows that he cannot face the public anymore to tell us the truth about governance, I think he should humbly resign and take a walk. He's of age. I think he's about 70 plus. So he should take a walk and let persons that are ready to face the public and give public account of how public funds have been spent. The president said in a media chat that subsidy is gone and it's gone. It is left for his adjutants, the so-called ministers, to come and give us a breakdown. Okay, if subsidy is gone, the trillions of naira you wrecked in between June 2023 and this year, what have you done with it? You talked about the poorest of the poor. You talked about bringing rice into Nigeria. Have you seen the rice? Where Nigerians are paying 40,000 naira for rice for palliative. You talk about agri, the focus on agri. Have you seen it? TV, the farmer, TV, have you seen it? So there are so many things that they line up. Now, this amounts to budget padding. We just heard in the news also, the budget, the CSO, telling us that the National College of Fisheries in Lagos, which budgeted 622 million, it was jacked up to about 40.2 billion. Another budget padding. We heard about the computers that ministries are buying, which they already have.
What's the name of that office again?
Nigerian College of Fisheries.
And when you go to that budget that has been now been padded, you see an organization, an institution that is talking about fisheries and development and all that. You see street lights. You see empowerment.
Street light for the fish ponds.
No, that's what they do.
Street light for the fish ponds.
The National Assembly members just look for any available institution to lump the money in for their constituents. They either call it, the Senate president got how many billion? You know, at some point they started quarreling among themselves. Yes. You got mine, I didn't get more.
Good.
And all that.
I bet you why I brought up that is because of the drama in the National Assembly. They do not have the moral justification to allow the Minister of Finance to go ahead publicly to tell us how much has been saved, because they have padded budget. It has been declared that they padded budget, so that morality is lost already. So they will accept the closed door meeting with the Minister of Finance. How much to exchange hands, as Amechi will always say it, a lot of color under the bridge. Have you what they call that?
Color
under the bridge. So that is the predicament we find ourselves in Nigeria. There is no clarity. I described them the other time as desperate, insincere, and deep, or something like that. We need to focus. Do we need to move this country to El Dorado, as the president said? He said no, everybody will not get to El Dorado, but we must get there. So Minister of Finance and alikes, wake up. Face the public, tell us how many trillions you raised, tell us how much was budgeted, where the money was diverted to. Was it used to buy the private jet? Was it used to fund the First Lady's office? Was it used to channel the train track in Lagos? Tell us, is it being used for the coastal road? I've not heard anything about it. Is it still on? So many questions begging for answers, sir. So we do not want a closed door. Nigerians want an open government, and let's see how much we have wrecked.
Perhaps it's the figures he didn't have.
So the same thing we are saying, his adjutants, his ministers. If the president is not careful, those persons will lead him to fail. He has good, clear mind. Probably he wants to work for the country, but if those managing him continue in this trajectory, we'll go back 10 years backwards where we're supposed to be. So they need to wake up. It's money we're talking about, TV. It's money we're talking about.
And you know, with the economy has
the listener needs to know that apart from security budget, the police is under the Ministry of Police Affairs. They have their budget. The immigration and others, they're under the Ministry of Interior. They have their budget. The custom is under the Ministry of Finance, and they have their budget. So it's not only defense, because defense has a larger budget, because the military has a mandate to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria, and security is paramount. We are not saying that other security agencies are not providing security. That's why we keep calling for collaboration, like the incident in Sokoto. And I was saying the other time that there should be increased collaboration. But what I wouldn't like is the bill that before the National Assembly, where they are making moves for the Federal Road Safety Commission to begin to carry arms. It is not ideal for you to have the military carrying arms, the police carrying arms, custom at the border, immigration at the border carrying arms. You have civil defense carrying arms, and you have road safety carrying arms. For what? And there's another training also for officials of the EFCC to carry arms. For what? ICPC. You can just imagine carrying arms to do what now? Now, there is a big, we need to be careful, because I had a friend that came in from Senegal the other time, and he was in Lagos and he was running. I said, what happened? He said, there's war. I said, what happened? He said, he saw a policeman with a rifle, he saw this person with a rifle, he saw a gateman with a rifle, and he was wondering what's happening. It's not done in a civilized country, where every paramilitary and military people are carrying a rifle. We have to be careful not to increase the apprehension already in the society. On the issue of machinery you talk about, well, not much to be said. While we are guarding against the influence of France, there's a seemingly marriage with China, and we have to look at the Nigerian industry armory in Kaduna, where arms are being produced, and serious audit need to be done in that industry. These arms are being produced in the Nigerian industry, arms defense industry. Who are they supplying it to? Where do they supply it to? And how many have been produced in a year? And how many have been deployed to the Nigerian military? And how many to the police? How many to other security agencies? And are you sure they don't produce light weapons there and then they transfer across the borders?
Nikon was moribund for a while.
No, they have been up.